competition aloft. So we'll be picking a winner before 10 o'clock. But for now, I'm catching up with Tim and Monty. He blew onto our social media yesterday because he finds himself in South Wales, and he's going to be walking through our coast, our beautiful national park coast at that. Because, well, Tim, introduce yourself, and Monty's just joined you as well. Good morning.
Morning, guys. Obviously, I'm Tim. This is Monty. Monty, say hi.
Beautiful.
He's my staffy cross boxer, 2 years old. He's doing all the walking with me. We're walking Britain for the RNLI, doing all the islands as well.
That's incredible. So you thought, I take the dog out for a walk, and you still get to go home.
Yeah.
So, Tim, tell us about this challenge. How did it come about? Are you and the RNLI, are you a seafaring person? Are you normally a hiker or walker? Tell us a bit about yourself.
I love walking. I've done it most of my life. I love the outdoors. I've wanted to walk Britain, strange enough, for about 6 years. Don't ask me why. It was just one of those things on a bucket list.
Yeah.
At the time, before I started the walk, my mental health was deteriorating. Life in general was deteriorating. I'd got no work, finances, so struggling, and mental health again, like I say. So I was walking Monty on the beach at Exmouth because he loves the beach. Saw the boathouse, Exmouth RNLI boathouse. And something just tweaked one day. I thought, Coast Walk, the RNLI, they're obviously all over the coast. And got in touch with them. Damn it.
Wow. And it went from there. And but you kind of said, I asked if you're a seafaring person. Where are you from originally?
Stoke-on-Trent. It's about the most inland you can get.
Which is amazing. So you're making up for all of that time now, and you're just on the beach. You're walking to all these lifeboats. And why the lifeboat?
For me, there was two options. It was the RNLI or the Coast Guard. Like I say, both of those are on the coast. But the lifeboats, they save lives at sea. They are 99% volunteers. So they've all got families, they've all got other jobs. When the pager goes off, they literally get down to the boathouse and they're out, as I say, saving lives at sea.
Yeah. So Pembrokeshire is a coastal county. We've got the national park. I believe that there's 7 or 9 lifeboat houses in Pembrokeshire. I was brought up in. Say that again. Sorry.
Okay, I do have a list.
Yeah, I've seen the list. Because we'll talk about how people can track you and follow you and see how you're getting on in just a moment. But Little Haven, the boathouse is tucked away behind the car park, and yet they're called out more frequently than I think people realise, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
No, I was just going to ask you about the walk itself. So, okay. How long ago did you set off? How long do you think it's going to be? And what's been the biggest surprise that you found about the walk so far?
I started in Exmouth from the boathouse on the 20th of January this year. I believe I've covered around 770 miles. At the minute, I'm in Kidwelly, Carmarthen Bay Holiday Park, courtesy of Tina Evans at Seaview Chalets, so thank you very much. I'm covering all the boathouses on my route. I believe there's 192 that I'll be visiting.
Wow.
I'm doing all the islands, so I've already done the Isles of Scilly. I'll do the Isle of Man, 25 Scottish islands as far as Shetland. And then back down south will be the Isle of Wight and Channel Islands.
Wow.
Plus obviously mainland.
Yeah. And you've worked out approximately how many miles that is?
Between 8,000 and 9,000.
Oh.
I'm going by the mark that mainland is 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
And with the islands, it could be up to 1,000.
Gosh. And so what time, I'm just thinking about your trip up to Scotland and the Shetlands there. What time of the year roughly are you going to be hitting that north coast?
Winter.
Oh gosh. And
I believe I'm going to be there for 18 months.
okay.
Or something around that, because of how intricate Scotland is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a plain, let's say, line of coast. It's very zigzaggy.
Particularly that west coast, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for transport across to the islands. Sorry, I'm getting blocked by a dog.
Beautiful dog.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's I'm going to be there for a while. I'm guessing it's an educated guess, but I think about 4 years in total.
4 years into. I know you're doing it in one continuous stream as well. It's not as if you're doing a couple of 100 miles in a couple of months and then back. Are you doing it all in one?
All in one. As a rule, I have 1 day off a week. When I get to Prestatyn, though, North Wales, I'm going to have a few days off because I'm meeting my daughter for about the second time ever. I haven't seen her since she was tiny. So gosh. I'm looking forward to that. Big shout out to Tony. I think she's listening if she's awake.
Oh, that's amazing. And you've already met some wonderful people on the way. You mentioned that you're staying in Kidwelly now. And I talked with someone yesterday about something upcoming in May. You stayed with her yesterday. The kindness of strangers. Is there something that's going to be a theme throughout your journey? Definitely.
The amount of support I've had has been incredible. The things that people are doing for us is incredible. I got here yesterday and I had news of some bread rolls being baked.
Oh.
For a lady, I believe she lives on the site. And she come over with a tray of bread rolls, beautiful. And she previously made me a roll of butter. Tina has put together like a care package, so cereals, tea bags, coffee, etc. Brilliant.
That's
things
amazing.
Are just pushing the boat out, if you like.
Yeah, and so if people are on the lookout for you, you've got your RNLI vest on, which is bright orange, as you would expect. But what else do you take? What else do you take on a trek around the UK?
A 30-kilo pack. That's got my tent in. It's basically everything I need to live. Tent, sleeping bag, cooking equipment, washing equipment, 3 kilos of dog food as a rule. Obviously I carry a bit of food for myself. Yeah.
And if people do want to keep in touch with your whereabouts, have you got a Facebook page, or someone set up a Facebook page for you?
I have. I set it up myself, and Belfield runs it. I'd be pretty much nowhere without her. So big shout out to Anne. The page is Supporters of Tim Walking the British Coastline for RNLI.
Amazing. And you're currently in Kidwelly at the moment in Carmarthenshire, but you're heading west, so you're coming into our area. I'm going to put you on the spot now, because it's this list of where you're heading. You have got a list and your kind of proposed dates as to when you're landing in different places. So you're on your rest day now. So tomorrow, I've just found the list for us now. You're off to Saundersfoot.
Yes, that's correct.
Have you got your lift to Larne?
I believe somebody offered last night.
Oh, fantastic! So you're okay for that
today, and confirm it. But there has been a few offers of support for the lift around, so I don't think I will struggle.
Good. And then you're spending a good couple of days here in Pembrokeshire. You're then going to be Saundersfoot to Freshwater East, Freshwater East to Angle, Angle to Pembroke Dock, Pembroke Dock to St Ishmael's. St Ishmael's is a rest day. Lovely place of the world to have a rest day. St Ishmael's to Broadhaven, my neck of the woods. Broadhaven to St David's. St David's to Porthgain. Porthgain to Strumblehead, and then Strumblehead to Dinas Cross, and then on to Moyle Grove by the end of the month. So that's your next 2 weeks essentially, enjoying the Pembrokeshire Coast National Path.
I'm looking forward to it.
Lovely. Have you highlighted any areas of interest that you're definitely going to? Oh, I'm going to spend like an extra 10 minutes here.
Not on that list. Once I get past Cardigan, I've got the break between there and Prestatyn. It's most of Mid Wales is where I grew up when I was little, going on holiday. So I'm prepared to have extra days off there, just to fill in the time before I see my daughter in Prestatyn.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Well, on behalf of everyone here at Purist Radio and everyone that you're going to see along the way on your walk over the next couple of weeks, months, years, all the best with that challenge. And you've got a great companion with Monty there. And for those listening, you can see a video of this interview. It's on our social media, it's on our Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. And you can have a look at Tim and Monty supporting the RNLI, a service that we know very well, being a coastal county with the lifeboat stations all the way from Tenby all the way around up to Fishguard and beyond. So, Tim, thank you so much for all you're doing to raise that awareness, raise vital funds. Because as you say, it's volunteers. It's people with friends and families risking their lives to save people at sea. And the BBC, I think it's BBC programme, Saving Lives at Sea, is so inspirational. And the chances are, in Pembrokeshire, you know someone who is involved in the lifeboat in some way. So, Tim, thank you so much on behalf of everyone.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Enjoy your day off. Go back and have a nap. And it just so happens that the system has picked Ocean Drive for you, Tim. I don't know if that's in solidarity or to rub it in that you haven't got a car, but we've got the Lighthouse family are going to play for you now as we approach to 9:45. Take care, Tim. It's lovely to speak to you.
Take care. Thank you.